Hi, Vieira with stockmarketlive.tv. Well, today we are going to discuss this new program that we have in the company, Trading 101, former basic trading course, and we call it Trading 101 since I explain step by step how to invest in the markets, utilizing different stocks, defining priorities, position sizing, helping investors to comprehend Wall Street games, and helping them also to maximize profits in the markets, addressing subjects, simple subjects as the giving examples live of the use of our methodology described in the basic trading course, but then also sharing with them in real-time coaching, live, real-time trade alerts, and teaching how to maximize the return on investment, for example, rotation of capital, subject very important here, also capital management rules, and therefore a vast number of topics, basic and advanced, as well as the case of, for example, trailing stops, which is a very important subject. Most people, they don't know how to use trailing stops as just a mere example of one of the most important topics for a successful investor, precisely helping them instead of getting involved with day trading or short-term trading to go for the next step and to go for what we call the swing trading. So large positions that today I addressed and I published a case study on Abercrombie. Just one more to give an example with a clear position sizing defined ahead of earnings 2 months ago, also addressing live earnings here in Abercrombie as well as this quarter. So when people they visit our website, and you have here a clear example at stockmarketlive.tv, you'll find this video, a call which I made on Chesapeake Energy at precisely the top in 2016 so far, $7.51. In this call, in fact, I address 2 different companies selling long positions in DreamWorks Animation at $40 and utilizing the profit obtained in DreamWorks Animation, rotating capital onto the short side in Chesapeake Energy. Well, it happens that Chesapeake Energy in the past couple of weeks collapsed at 55%. That was the expected scenario. 20 million shares short are never wrong. And those that they subscribe to this program, well, my friends, we have testimonials with more than $2 million, okay, in profits, all right? Others, they have less, depends on your also experience, on your attitude, on your willingness to change. But this trade alert that you see here, it was discussed in every single service, including this program, Trading 101. But the most important is that it's not the trade alert, okay, that was given precisely calling a crash in Chesapeake Energy. The most important is to explain in detail the process of investing in Chesapeake Energy, Caterpillar, John Deere, Freeport McMoran, you know, all the stocks, Abercrombie and Fitch, Alibaba, you know, more than 20 companies across different market sectors, how to invest in the markets, which in my opinion, in the end, it is the most important, since then you can use this methodology, these principles, this coaching in your future career, okay? So when I created the basic trading course a long time ago, when GoPro started the trade IPO, I recorded it live explaining the process, what I'm doing here in 2016. In the end, it is a repetition. We are improving the former basic trading course. Today we call it Trading 101, and during the rest of the year and also going into next year, we are going to change dramatically the program, since we are going to introduce structures very similar to the advanced trading course, where you have quizzes, you have basically the course program with several steps, which in fact you already have access to on video. Okay, so on live streaming sessions, you have all these coaching, and you have to attend. You had to be there since the beginning when the program started, and the reason why we informed everyone on the web with regards to the importance of you or everyone to join this program. If you are going to join today, it is not obviously the same. You already missed very important subjects and topics, but you were warned about it, right? So this to say that we are going to continue improving the structure of this program that is also included in other service, more advanced. So other service, for example, if you want to trade stocks like Amazon or stocks like Apple or stocks like Tesla Motors, Trading 101, it is not the service for you. In that case, you have access to other service, more advanced, live markets premium, or the case of live markets premium then has several options. The standard option, access to live streaming sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then you have the option to upgrade to live streaming trading daily, or the most advanced and most popular, the live markets premium with the platinum option, okay, which is the most popular service among small investors. Having said this, notice that what I discuss in the service live, what you see live going on, and therefore you have all the lessons recorded live, and therefore you can follow up them, okay, and refer to them as the time passes. The definition of stock pivots in real time and the importance related to the past, the future, and so on. And no one else can demonstrate this live, okay? So all these calls, the investment process that I've been explaining in all these companies, no one else can do it. This is a mathematical fact, my friend. It's not, I'm not trying to sell here anything. In fact, I'm referring today to this, or recording this video, because today is the day that the promotion or the price that exists on the web, on the website, terminates. So since I'm not interested in selling anything, I'm doing it precisely as the time expires, okay? I'm not doing it, you know, I didn't do it 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago to sell the service. On the contrary, I'm not interested in that matter. Therefore, I already informed the company about it. I'm doing it precisely as the price expired, because the price that you have for this service, or any service out there, it is ridiculous, okay? Compared to the value that you obtain by attending the service, it is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not interested, and I'm against, in fact, the company to make these, eventually these promotions that they make once per year or so. So I'm going to read this sentence here, because it corresponds to the truth, and the truth is, in fact, the most important. The majority of individuals and companies offering advice are either incompetent, fraudulent, lack talent, charge unbelievable fees, and no track record. You have today an example, a clear one, just to refer to this case, since it happened today, the crash in Abercrombie & Fitch. You have here our live stock chart. Everyone, or more than 95%, they were bullish, all right, and the shares, they collapsed, okay? So you had the Americans buying at the top, while we were saying that this was going to collapse, among many other examples that I discussed here. In the past 25 years, I never been involved in a scandal, unlike more than 95% of them in the industry. No one has ever accused me of lack of talent. Well, it's impossible. Complained about fees, also impossible. You have today the case, just one Abercrombie and Fitch, one of my personal topics, and much less lousy performance. Also impossible. The reason is that I'm the only one proving it live on the tape. Yeah, you have all of them recorded live. When it is necessary to be there, okay? When it is necessary to be there, I'm there. That I guarantee to you. Therefore, before evidence, no one can make wrong claims. And with regards to those individuals or companies and hedge funds and professionals, non-professionals and so on, that they claim that stock market is very complicated, stock price cannot be predicted and this and that and blah blah. My friends, I don't know quite frankly what you are talking about. I invite you to go to visit the website of the company. You have all the calls recorded live, and if you have some doubt, if you have some complaint, whatever, you just have to bet with me. I mean, you put $1 billion, it can be Mr. Warren Buffett or Carl Icahn, whatever. It does not matter. You just say, okay, this guy, the video is false. $1 billion. And if it is proven to be real, I give you the video. If it is proven to be all the calls are recorded live, you have there my lips moving, you give me the money. It's very simple. So what I do think, and I do believe, and I have the proof, is that all these individuals that they claim to be great investors of our time, and people that they say that markets are very complicated, probably complicated because they follow Wall Street crocs, okay? But what they should do is precisely the opposite, is to learn about the game, and be prepared to plan and to follow methodology that has been proven to work for 25 years, regardless of market conditions. And the money, the profit, is not the most important. As I proved today in the case of Abercrombie, the profit is not the most important, or in Chesapeake Energy, or Freeport McMoran. By far more important is to comprehend what your opponent is doing, all right? To know your enemy, what they are doing, because it is rather simple. The case of GoPro, selling short, $95 all the way down to single digits, or Twitter, the Ponzi scheme, today a stock almost at single digits. Everyone upgraded Twitter, the Ponzi scheme, or Sears Holdings, a stock at a few years ago when we said it was a scam, $156, and today in 2016 a stock also trading basically at single digits. Last year you had on Wall Street reports saying that Sears Holdings was worth $150. So, my friends, I think that there are thousands of examples during 25 years proving mathematically that the American investor is stupid. Einstein proved this 1 century ago, and therefore we are not inventing here the wheel. The only thing that we do is to read the markets and to respect the markets above all. That is the most important. It's not about following what I'm going to say or what the stock is going to do. No, it's to respect the markets. It's not Mr. Warren Buffett when it says that Dow Jones can go to 100,000, just because if the Federal Reserve maintains the interest rates low for 50 years, because that is a subject that, quite frankly, does not have any interest whatsoever. Moreover, here at StockMarketLive.tv, we never got involved in a fraudulent case. Therefore, for example, we do not buy stock ratings. And many people, including those on Forbes magazines and so on, they buy stock ratings. They have huge losses and they pay to have articles on the web ahead of a crash. So I gave examples of companies, and including the case of Transocean, as well as the case of Yelp, a fraud that I disclosed and I explained in detail last year, ahead of a crash. Everyone was saying that Yelp, Twitter was going to be acquired, but I said, bear in mind, here you have the proof, Yelp, you have fraud on the table. Shares, they collapsed. So these are not details. This is what really matters to investors, is to have this comprehension. and to be prepared, to plan, to know what they have to be aware, and by preparing themselves to knowing their opponents, regardless of their games that they play in Wall Street, the crocs, and fraud, corruption, and all this matter. In the end, in most cases, the truth, it comes out, it is revealed, and the most important is that then you have it on the tape, live, all right? So I remind you probably one of the most important cases of the past few years, Valiant, the crash, Valiant, Bill Ackman, a hero in the United States, cover of magazines and websites, fraud, a complete fraud, with billions of dollars in paper losses. Okay? How is it possible that someone considered a professional, when he has investors paying millions of dollars in fees, and can be considered an investor? Okay? How is possible? But the question is very simple. You have it in the United States, a country where in New York, if you ask, they will tell you that at night, at precisely midnight, you are able to see UFOs. You just have to look at the sky, and UFOs, or I don't know, terrorists also flying in New York or whatever. So Einstein, once again, my friends, I believe that was one of the greatest genius in our lives, since his teaching was well beyond physics and mathematics, but also about people. And the stock market is precisely comprehending the sentiment and taking advantage of it. All right. So I explained today the program Trading 101. This is not about only mechanics or technical indicators. Quite the opposite. It's by far more important, more advanced, and can help you in your careers, not only in the stock market, but in fact during the course of your life, in your personal lives, in your careers as an investor or not. Okay, so what we teach here is not about the markets only, but things that they are by far more important for your in self. All right, the in self. Here you learn about knowing yourself, developing, changing, and if you are willing to change, then, my friends, you can eventually profit from those that they reject the truth, the mathematical truth, the facts, and they rely on Wall Street games, on crocs. In that case, it is just a matter of time you are going to lose entirely your money, as in fact the government reports that I addressed here for a long time, they are available, I think, more than 25 years ago. They prove that more than 90% of people, they lose money in the markets. That is a reality that I've been repeating here over and over. All right? Why? Because just minority is there to win the game. All right? This is, as by far more advanced than a casino, and therefore the markets are not for everyone. Okay? So very simple. Continue relying on Wall Street games, and we are here to read the crocs. Thank you.